Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm having free time. Oh yeah. Hit that air.
Listen. Turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
Turn it off. Do we got any toilet paper?
Do we? We got some tissue downstairs in the drawer.
I'm going to leave that.
All it was a hickle too. With Uber Eats easy to manage app, I can quickly find groceries and everyday essentials with the click of a button. And later, I got everything.
What's going on there, guys? Back with another one, and we got to talk about this on today as the dominoes for Gil's Arenas cast is starting to fall into place, and Gilbert Arenas is going to give an update. He appeared on Stephen A. Smith's show, I believe it was yesterday, just to talk about what's going to happen with the show, Gil's Arena moving forward. And if he can bring the current cast of characters onto the set with him, and recreate the magic that they had at first. We know he's already recruited Norris Cole. He also recruited Lexi Brown, but will he bring some of those other guys into the fold? And when you look at the couch from yesterday, Swaggy P wasn't there when it started, but he was able to get on the show that day. Kenyon Martin was absent during the NBA free agency special episode, which, had a lot of people thinking, wait, it's Kenyon Martin done? But Gilbert Arenas gives us the update on that. And also Josiah Johnson left the show a few days ago, and we've seen that he's been back and forth during both Gil's Arena revamp and also the Arena by Underdog. But his contract is officially up, and it looks like he is done. Absolutely.
What's the what?
And rocking with his boy Gilbert Arenas. Let's check that out.
Downstairs in the drawer.
Place for us to wrap up today. But before we do, I just want to send a shout out to Gilbert Arenas Underdog. When we started this show, February 2023, we had some super lofty expectations of where we wanted to go. We're able to accomplish those things, become the #1 daily sports show in the world, Swaggy, or at least in America. But I want to thank all y'all on this couch, all the men and women that have graced this couch, all our tremendous staff, and all the amazing fans for everything that you guys have done in helping us become the show that it is, man. Yes, sir. Appreciate all y'all, especially.
Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. My God.
Appreciate you, gentlemen.
My God.
I'll send you a dap. I'm over that way.
Appreciate you as well.
Thank
Shout out to our tremendously talented crew. Shout out to everybody in the chat. This has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. And if I don't see you again on this couch, a good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Got you. Before I let you get on out of here, Gilbert, talk to me about, Gil's Arenas. What's going on, my man? Season 5, my brother, talk to me. Let the audience know what's up.
Listen, I had to make a business decision, and I was looking at the landscape. We were doing 4 days a week, and we were about to turn to 5, and then, another show got added, which was Gridiron Football Show, with Skip, Akeem and them, and we got bumped to 2 days. When you're trying to make progress, that's like, winning a championship, and then, all the starters get put to the bench, and you're only playing 21 minutes, right? It didn't make sense to me, and it's like, if we want to build and build, we can't play under, another show on the same channel. So, I had to make a business decision and, move in.
And what was that business? And to enlighten everybody, what is that business decision that you had to make?
Moving in a different direction and starting. Anyway, let me see. In about 6 days, I will 100% own Gil's Arenas name.
Same cast of characters or different crew?
Well, the other characters are still under contract until September. So we're starting up in August. So unless they just flat out quit, I can't talk to them and I can't recruit them. I can't poach. So, I got to look for a different cast of guys.
Okay. Well, we're here for it, my man.
That answers a question that I had why Gil's Arena on Underdog was still using that name, but also, Gil had changed his Agent Zero, No Chill Gil channel to Gil's Arena. That explains it. He was transitioning, but also they still owned it for that current amount of time, and they were going to use every day that they still had it to use Gil's Arena to bring in the fans. But with Josiah's departure, it left a void about who was going to moderate the show. And Brandon Jennings, he posted on Twitter that he has a newfound respect for people who can moderate a show, basically. And we're going to get a look at that.
Number one money hack, just download Dave. You can qualify for up to $500 in 5 minutes or less. Dave helps you when you're needing money, and there's no credit check, interest, or late fees. You just settle up later. Download it now to get some money.
Welcome back to Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. I'm Brandon Jennings, and I'll be your host this evening. We got one of the biggest legends in sports media game. Sitting next to me, Skip Bayless is in the building. Sitting next to him, joining him is NBA World Champ of the World, Swaggy P, Nick Young.
Wait, where's Nick?
We don't know.
We don't know? He'll be here.
And the man they call Cemetery Larry, NCAA champ, of the world, Rashad McCants, is in the building. Yeah. How you feeling today?
Finish him.
How you feeling today? Got your Lakers stuff on? Feeling good?
Last hurrah. This is the last hurrah.
Yeah?
Figured I'd bring out the last little bit of props and take a couple souls in the process.
Yeah. And it's a special free agency edition of Gil's Arena, and we'll be breaking down all the big signings and moves. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens with LeBron James soon, but more news in LA. The Los Angeles Clippers are trading two-time NBA champ Kawhi Leonard back to Toronto Raptors for Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, 2 first-round picks, one pick swap, and 2 second-rounders. Kawhi famously led the Toronto Raptors to a title in 2019 and will now return to the Six to play alongside Scotty Barnes. How do you guys feel about Kawhi returning to Toronto? Skip, will start with you.
I think it's a good move for the Raptors. Kawhi is coming off arguably his best season ever. So as you can see, Brandon is able to adjust on the fly right there. And he's one of those who participate in discussions and things like that. You can see was clearly a bit uncomfortable being the moderator. You can tell that that's a last-minute push from underdogs who put someone who they have under contract right into the moderator position. And with those guys' contracts coming up in September, what I'm looking for, I say, right on the wall, you should be able to see that they're going to brush you in positions that maybe you're a bit uncomfortable, and they can move you around while you're on the contract as they please. And if you want to sign another contract with that, and have 3 people potentially on the couch, we definitely know what Nick's
They just look sweeter falling from the corner, don't they? Those threes, McDaniels more than serviceable from deep.
The Timberwolves with the best start to this game.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy 2, the for sure 2. No need to make it fancy and special.
And next time the deal comes, you don't turn all
And here's Shaw.
over to
Outside Holiday.
You have those business conversations with
Lillard outside. Lillard over DiVincenzo. And Lillard gets it to go.
Talk about a guy who can beat you consistently from all 3 levels. That's Damian Lillard.
Outside Howard. There's the 3. Out of this world, shot is so back into the air. It just
Well, he is looking confident. How they're using him so far. And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on him.
Oh, my Lord.
What the triple.
Excellent performance so far. Hits the big league. Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage of both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And so John Segula decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
don't have one. It looks like they're amateur and guys are struggling to get through the topics at hand. And so then there's your Zion. We saw the right on the wall there in the great finals. Not that Gil's arena live, he was a Gil's arena live covering the NBA finals and the NBA playoffs throughout. And he's going to rock with his man. His contract is almost up for his.
Stop the starting moving towards the July sale and transform your favorite color. With 30% off base and stain. June 26th to July 6th. And the delivery is getting everything to your door easier than ever. Shop online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store.
Several teams changing it up here.
Player option in the third season after leading role player position. He is now moving on to the Boston Celtics. David, your reaction?
I mean, it was great what he did with the Knicks, and it was time for them to part. I don't really know what this means for the Celtics to figure out what the Jaylen Brown trade looks like. It seems like this is more signaling of him being out very soon, but we just do not know what that roster is going to look like around this roster. I don't think he is a starter level center that's going to win
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Lillard misses. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Slams it in.
What you got, young fella? Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Here's Williams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot. Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
So far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. I like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice run.
Who can stretch the floor. That's why he went out and got
53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 5 on the clock.
Who's going to get this done with the Magic performance? So the centers didn't make a three-pointer last year. You're certainly not having Mr. Robinson take a shot from more than 3 or 4 feet. Critical qualities having a non-shooter on the court. So beyond that, it is, look, a lot of it is said about analytics and the Boston Celtics. The analytics and the Boston Celtics department believe that Mr. Robinson is
focus coming in. Terrific execution so far. And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in. Very aggressive offensive ball.
Follows him going to work and did not go into the second game. Right now, we have about $8 million that could have offered him with not $20 $30. And so
this lead 3 points at a time. And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early and it'll open up the inside time later on.
And so it's Minnesota. Finally a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. That work beyond the arc has been a lot of threes. Flooded into the bottom of the bucket. Back to the action in just a minute.
Just off the drink up. You guys
and we'll be back in the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we seem confident that the Timberwolves team
just a terrific first quarter. Spark really brought their own self. So many of them came off an assist, which is a good sign. Ball movement and sharing that ball.
Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Pocket forward. Alex Anderson. Reed with the rebound.
More breaking news here on Thursday. Major players are acquiring Walker Kessler for the Utah Jazz. Kessler
Back to
signed
Kyle.
the Magic.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be under
$1 million deal with the Lakers leaving. We were just talking about how restricted free agents don't usually sign offer sheets with new teams. First time that's happened since Bogdan Bogdanovic in 2020.
So it's Minnesota. They lead by the biggest first of the game, 15 points.
When he needs to get that shot off. Nice soft touch.
Exactly the type of player that they needed to put alongside and behind the and Luka Doncic. And you think about it.
To
if that contract number is accurate, that's not too bad. That is
here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Shannon.
I'm not is a reasonable number
He's
for
getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
I'm reacting in real time here. I do not see that as an overpay. Like, if you had to give him $40-45 million in offers,
Get the ball.
That's very interesting. It also gives the Jazz some ammunition to rock defense, things that we'll talk about later. This is what the Lakers needed so bad. They had to come out of this offseason with the center, and they've done so because arguably one of the best, they've coveted him for a year. They've wanted this guy. They've tried to trade for him multiple times before. They've targeted him. This is absolutely smacking it. Now, he's coming off a year where he missed the whole year with injury, had to have shoulder surgery, but big body, 7'2", rim rolling threat, defender rim. Absolutely love this move for the Lakers, and I'm not devastated by the price, either in dollars or I know the picks are going to hurt a little bit, but feel pretty good. And the Lakers will still have the salary cap space to make a couple more signings. Big step forward for LA here.
Yeah, it was a number of things for me. One, I said hope is not a strategy. Apparently the Lakers had a little bit more than hope, right? But $32.5 million for a player who lost that defensive center, somebody that can play alongside Luka Doncic and offensive. As long as he is past his team, they're going to get 5 games this season. Yeah, the draft picks are going to hurt. Subsequently, this also takes a potential shooter away from Jalen Dunn and the agency of a player who you're going to have to sign an actual contract off the team and take the market of $32.5 million for what a going rate for what the center market can look like. So there's going to be a domino effect. But also, that is one of the main things that the Lakers can do. He
and here's another for the Portland Trailblazers.
And 2
19-point game. That's good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Now it's going to hurt. It's a little bit more different.
Minnesota with the ball.
I still like it. I still like it for the Lakers.
Conley into the lane.
Simon has to deliver with DoorDash's fast, so you're ready to earn more cash fast.
No.
Can't really pass for a nice game run, unexpected fantastic. There's more people with more games on DoorDash. There's more achievements to make up. And you can get more instead. And you can then get back to normal things. If you're doing the cash flow in that, DoorDash. Download the Dash right now.
Outside, Reed. Out to Conley.
With Walmart Summer Style, you can leave quite an impression.
14 feet away. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Trailblazers trail by 18.
Summer just got a whole lot to
Miller. Grant outside. Stolen by Reed. Henderson pulls it
Big time
in.
price. So basically, the Lakers have traded their entire draft story. One number is higher, 28, 30, 31, 33.
Going to go on Naz Reed.
I apologize for reacting to that. So basically, what the Jazz doing is they're acquiring 2 picks. What they think would be post-Luka Doncic, Ron here, unprotected. So that's right there. It's a little prickly. I'm not feel too great about that, but okay, I think they get the center. The pick club, 28, you're not so worried about. 30, I don't know. So this is a pretty big draft haul for the Jazz. I now have my first turn, I was not sure what to do, but I now feel a little bit with more clarity. This is a very big price. They're paying a big price. The one thing I'll just say, because the salary isn't wild, I feel okay about it. 4 big draft assets. That's a lot for
This is create the shot. It's no good. To the middle.
This is the Lakers forward. This is why you move on from the block and you say this guy going to get on his roster. Now you got to figure out where to put around this. If you're playing and you're going off this, you have to have a championship already and you're close. And Luka Doncic
One time for a 3 and D player, you've got to make 3. McDaniels has really worked on this.
There's a lot of waiting on. Now you got to figure out how to make it work.
Damian Lillard is a great player and a terrific leader.
Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And they should just stay with what they've been doing.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lobbed up there for Edwards. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
The entire sports world is on notice. Agent pre-election LeBron James next decision. LeBron has instructed Agent Rick Paul to talk to teams around the league who are interested in him to come back to the
Lions got 12 points in the game.
And
that's what the ball fakes there for. Get your man off his feet.
That'll do it for the first half. Minnesota on top. They lead by 13. We'll see you back here after the break for a third quarter basketball.
Who would LeBron best be suited to suit up with?
Okay, the first one with those Donovan out there, no disrespect to him, but I don't put him in the same category as now as himself. First, because I don't think LeBron James is talking about action.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly.
While Giannis may be the best player out of the bunch right now, I just don't think that is a good fit sort of schematically, offensively.
And here's Miller, who brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers.
It's just the fact that these guys that work hand in hand together as a team, it just works well. The offense is already made. They play together. They know each other back and forth. They know just by studying each other playing against one another, they know what they're going to do on the court before the other person does. One thing that Stephen Curry talked about in that Olympic game was that he was getting the ball from LeBron before he even saw the ball come. These guys know how to play together. They know how to win championships against each other and go together with each other. Then add in the Draymond element of it. But I think day one, you put them on the court together and roll the ball out there, they will be able to put together a winning offense and a functional winning culture that already
I can't disagree with anything like that.
Defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Sharp.
Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
McDaniels outside.
Going to Miami. They got a better version of that in They got a guy down in the LeBron has been
better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen.
Basketball player playing with Anthony Davis.
Nifty move. As he finishes at the rim. Avdia's got 6.
And you know what? One of the few players he's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Like they know how to build out.
Here's Sharp.
If they can sustain this lead.
This game is in danger of getting away from him.
Nice shot by McDaniel.
Things are on point for McDaniels offensively, and his team doing a good job supporting his work.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
They're 40 years old, they were asking him to play up with us. This game got to be dealt with.
The streets never lie. Yeah, so it turns out you can get almost anything on Uber Eats. We have to get the paper towels.
I'm thoroughly enjoying Ben trying to speak his resistance around Miami. He's on a multi-hour, multi-show case building situation.
Can't you see up in June, Wendy, back in Miami? That sounds fun.
Stephen A. somewhere hosting a cool drink.
Today was not a good day for Charlamagne, man. I got some bad news for Charlamagne, bro. These folks watch the exposure, bro. Now, I like Charlamagne the guy, so I would never contribute to the exposure, but I don't understand why they're trying to expose Charlamagne the guy. Somebody contacted Wax 100 with some damning receipts about Charlamagne that might destroy his family structure. And then Academics TV just posted a clip of Charlamagne God committing a federal crime. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, let me slow down and break it down, okay? After the Wax 100 was on the Adam and Wax show, they were discussing an Academics with Charlamagne God beat. Wax 100 brought up something that apparently he got sent all the way back in May.
Just like him and I work together on all kinds of stuff. Allegedly, French allegedly talks to Drake all the time. Whatever.
You know when I tell you shit, I give it to you. So you believe me when you know it.
Okay.
That's those two couple. They do cap that shit. I don't know what he's talking about. Me and Charlamagne always been
This is spy number one, new number. I see academics going in on Charlamagne. I have information on Charlamagne if he wants it. Say more info. It's a ass play. Amber Diamond from Wild 'N Out. You can pay her bands to shove things in there. Ask him about the condo and Fort Lee.
I got whoa. Got to work. Now, I don't know about the bus stuff or the wax stuff. The bus stuff, I don't think anybody would care. I don't think Charlamagne would care, to be honest. Right now, if this person got to see what Charlamagne asked for these things, he might be the next Dr. Reese. But Charlamagne God has admitted in the past that he lets his wife, eats his butt or forgetting that his butt. So that's not news to bring Indian fans. Like, people have been watching Charlamagne God since like 2016.
I know that shit.
That's not brand new to us. We know that's what Charlamagne God is into. We vented this information. Now, the wax stuff, I haven't seen receipts for, but what I do know, Charlamagne, that girl is telling people it's show receipts that you are taking care of her. She is telling people, that she's a side chick and you can know your wife with it. Now, Charlotte, hit my line, I'm going to give you the info, bro. People, hit my line, I'm going to give you the details, man. And all the intel, everything I can, Charlotte, hit my line, man. But here's why I think the cheating on the wife stuff will affect Charlamagne. Charlamagne God, his entire brand has been, hey, I was a really bad person, I was cheating on my wife, I was doing this on the Breakfast Club, but I went to therapy. Now black men don't cheat. If you cheat, you are good. We don't do that no more. It's healing, it's growth. I like being home with my wife. So that's the new brand. Charlamagne God, the political aspiration. Charlamagne God, the late night show guy.
The amazing thing about what he's means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Guys, we're looking at the most interesting flops on Kelly market. First thing we're looking at is World Cup overseas winners.
All of that, I think comes from one Charlamagne God name gets mixed up in something as messy and scandalous as this. Now get this though. This person would also say that Charlamagne God apparently fired Wax because Wax was dating Charlamagne God's side chick.
He still hasn't stopped cheating on his wife, and he was about to be exposed until he paid. His former bodyguard, Wax, Charlotte screwed him over because Wax was in his side chick. Whoa. That's crazy because you remember Wax?
No,
big ass bodyguard. People have always wondered what happened, and the narrative that they had was basically like, Charlamagne wasn't paying Wax good enough, or Wax was going to lose too uppity. Like, if that's true, I can fill in a lot of gaps.
You see, that's really true, right? So people be wondering why we shit from that. I see the guy, because I didn't know when he said it, I didn't know what he was talking, so I just seen the academics, and I called him, but he was kind of reserved. I'm like, bro, what's real, like, you know what I mean? And he really didn't say too much about it.
Adam has a little off. So why people believe that Charlamagne God got rid of Wax is because Wax's girlfriend came out and claimed that Wax was a people changer. People thought maybe Charlamagne God kind of got rid of Wax ahead of time, so you don't got to deal with the backlash of having Wax around, especially if his girlfriend was also friends with Charlamagne God is coming out with those accusations. Now, no receipts, okay? Academics apparently knew about this. Academics was told about this apparently a long time ago. And academics apparently refused to put it out there or to use it against Charlamagne God because he got love for Charlamagne God, which is drastically different than what Charlamagne God is doing to academics currently. Right? Like Charlamagne God ran to his podcast to gossip about academics and what he believes make academics look bad, but academics have been armed with information that could essentially, be detrimental to Charlamagne God, and he refused to put it out there. And to me, that says a lot about academics' character, and y'all gonna call it glazing, but I don't know, bro. Academics is currently beefing with Charlamagne God, and he still refuses to use any negative or bad information about Charlamagne God. He refused to use it against him. That's character. However, when WAC 100 was talking to academics, regardless of WAC saying, him and Charlamagne God has always been good, WAC tells academics that because they homies and they cool, that all academics have to do is get the green light, and he will expose the information and provide the receipts and bring everything Charlamagne God.
I said it to you for whatever reason. You was ignoring it, but they telling me some of that. So I gotta find a way to jump in the fight. So I let Adam read what I sent you.
Hey, listen, me and Charlamagne is always been good. And even though it looks crazy right now, for me to get me a bump,
I told you, bro.
No, for me to get me a bump,
I'll be wacky. Ignore that. I'm seeing it for squabble.
Go whack. For me to get me a bump, I know we can't come back.
Listen, I think I'm saying, listen, I'm picking sides. See, I don't do like these others.
Oh, no, DJ Pat. No, DJ Pat. You got to be on one side of the other.
I'll say that. The one thing you knew when they told you, you was like, what? Adam told Wack, seriously. You know what I'm gonna do, and you don't get to me first on go. You know that, and you don't call me and say, bro, leave that alone for me. And I hear the problem. I'm joining the battle, and I'm gonna let it know exactly what I think.
Hey, chat, I want to let y'all know, Wagner was on time and early. He said, hey, by the way, how does your spies working all around the clock with
Charlamagne? I'm gonna take my glasses off so you guys know how serious I am. Charlamagne. I know WAC 100, man. He's an ugly, he's a big bro to me. Charlotte. The last thing on the planet you want, bro, is for WAC 100 and Grand Wizard to get together. The last thing you want, Charlotte, is for WAC 100 and Grand Wizard Chat Ninja to get to communicating on how to destroy your life, man. WAC will do damage on his own. WAC will probably, destroy you on his own. And I'm not being hyperbolic here, but we will see WAC 100 take down greater and bigger men than Charlamagne God now. But if WAC 100 had Grand River Track Ninja to plot and scheme and go to war with, do you understand the amount of chaos that's coming in your life right now? You don't need these powers, bro. Charlamagne, you got the politics going on, bro. You got political stuff going on. It's good. You don't need these issues in your life right now. Charlotte, bro. Caution. Call up Act. Tell Act, hey, to pick up the phone, call me, it's Charlotte. Tell Act, hey, bro, we good, we smooth, man. Because the WAC 100 identifies you as a target. And if Grand Wizard steps in the left WAC, no. He got it.
Score one shot. Take discount. You can get one. This item is on sale now. 1,000 has sold. Current business stores. Download shop on shop.
Playoffs are on. You know I'm locked in on prospects. If you're seeing this, prospects is available on the state. Prospects is simple. Pick more or less on a few players and lock it in. I was ready for that pass. You guys be more invested in the game. Playoffs. You can win serious cash with the right picks. Honestly, you guys playing checkers. I'm playing chess. Download prospects, baby.
So activists is telling white man go to school saying he can't even commit to not exposing Charlamagne. God, why can say he didn't even say for a fact he's not going to expose Charlamagne? Information. It's not everybody.
Hey, see, you didn't see my phone. Be like,
Yo, I wear wax in them. You know, it came through my phone. It's like 57 of them. Buy one, buy two.
Wax, I'm gonna be honest with you. You gave me such like I don't know like gas up the public, but you gave me a bomb, and I just accepted. I said, not only am I gonna make sure this bomb won't explode, my man who's shooting off bombs, I can't let him shoot this bomb because he won't shoot this bomb either. I hit the bomb. I hit the bomb. So now. He just heard it when you mentioned that, yo, I said I can come. He's like, what? I'm telling him, last month, when I'm telling him, like, listen, this level, I'm like, we're not at that point of playing.
See, that's on you, bro, because last month, I get it, and I didn't know what was going on. I said it to you. You didn't say nothing. So that means there's something going on, but it ain't that serious. Now here, Adam here a month later, yeah, you see all this going on with acting and whoop-de-whoop, and I'm like, oh.
Now, show me my guy on that.
Listen, what's something else must have happened? Adam, a month later, and come telling me, do you see all this going on? At that point, I'm not going to wait. Listen, it's a competitor in front of me. And it happened a few times, you know it. And it's saying something about somebody, I'm going to give you one. Hey, bro, that's my guy. Leave that alone.
I know this for a fact. The ball right now is a Charlamagne court. I know for a fact if Charlamagne the guy comes back from vacation in about 10 days, well, no, it's about 7 days now because we left. Yeah, if Charlamagne the guy comes back from vacation in 7 days and he goes on that podcast and he resumes what he was doing before vacation, if he comes back, go back on that podcast and get to woofing it and popping it and trying to expose academics some more, if he does what he does before he left for vacation, I know for a fact next week is going to be very interesting. Take shelter. I know for a
The game isn't over yet, but Gary just got paid with Bet365's early payout when his team went up 2 goals. Now, Gary can't stop celebrating. And honestly, we're not even sure.
So Monday Night Raw set up a lot for SummerSlam. I actually enjoyed the show overall. I thought they had a lot of good moving pieces coming out of Night of Champions, setting things up for SummerSlam, and they kind of furthered a few extra stories too. Starting things off on Raw, you had Oba Femi. King Oba comes out. He's got the crown in the palm of his hand. And it sounds like he was going to go and decide who he's going to face, Roman or Sammy, and then you've got Brock Lesnar coming out. So I thought that this was great. Awesome surprise. I think Brock was in a pretty good mood overall, which is always good to see. So you got the two of them going face to face in the ring. Brock ends up low blowing Oba, and then Oba at the end as Brock is exiting with Paul Heyman. Oba says that he wants to fight him at SummerSlam. Brock then takes it up a notch and says, let's do that, but let's do it inside Hell in a Cell. So question to all of you is, do you like this? Do you like how they set this up, this segment? And is this going to be the final blow-off match between these two guys? I don't feel like it is. Is it also potentially Brock Lesnar's retirement, or is he just going to just forever be in great class, bring out Brock Lesnar? Brock Lesnar's signature. Feels like a blow-off. Hell in a Cell generally is. Michael Cole made a point on commentary that Brock Lesnar's never lost a Hell in a Cell